your foundation is market structure. What is the market structure? So in your previous course, I guess you must have heard about higher highs and higher lows and lower lows and lower highs and all the rest of that. You've heard
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, a lot of these courses and academy, they don't really throw so much light on this because they feel like it's just the small part of trading. But this is the main thing. In fact, this is everything in trading. In fact, I'm just going to put it that way. Everything you're going to be doing in trading is just structure. Are we bullish or bearish on the bigger time frame? Are we bullish or bearish on the smaller time frame? You align the smaller time frame to the bigger time frame. If the bigger time frame is bullish, what you're looking for is the smaller time frame to align with the bigger time frame and
Mm.
continue with the overall bigger time frame structure.
Mm. Okay.
An example, right here we have Euro US dollar. You can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Right here we have Euro US dollar. And right here you can see that Euro US dollar has consistently been creating higher highs and a higher low
Mm.
and a higher high and a higher low and a higher high. Consistently. It has and this is from 1971. You can see the date right here.
Where's the date?
The date right here, 1971.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You can see the date right here. Since 1971, Euro US dollar has been creating a higher high. It came down, created a higher low, failed to create a lower low, lower than the previous low, and created
Yeah.
a high, higher than the previous high,
Yeah.
right here. And after that, it created a higher low, failed to run the previous low,
No.
and
Yeah.
then it rallied again, created another higher high.
Mm.
What that is now giving you an indication is that Euro US dollar is long-term bullish. Long-term bullish.
Yeah.
Long-term bullish. So what I'm teaching you right here, this is not something you're going to use just in trading. You're going to use this same exact knowledge in investing. When you get paid every month, when you get paid from your job, you're definitely going to have that 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 15 pounds spare that yeah, I'll probably just go get a drink with friends and spend 50 pounds. And you always have that miscellaneous money that you're like, yeah, I can just chill out with my guys once a month and spend
Yeah.
50 pounds. This knowledge, you will use this knowledge plus a lot of other things I'm going to teach you to learn to invest instead of spending that miscellaneous money on things that will not bring any value in the future for you. You can actually use it to invest in things that will bring value to you and your family in the future. Because if you can anticipate to be investing in long-term assets, assets that has a long-term, so assets that are undervalued and they have a long-term perspective to rally to the upside, and you keep investing in them when they are cheap, you will now see that when they start becoming something huge, your $10 and $20 and $50 you were putting into them every month will now become significant money that you can use for maybe a down payment for a house or just something significant.
Mm.
So that is why I want you to really pay very close attention and understand market structure. In this case, the market structure is bullish. We've
Yeah.
consistently been creating higher highs. So despite the fact that we're looking at euro and euro is coming to the downside, all we're looking for is an opportunity for euro to continue to the upside.
Mm.
So like I said, despite the fact that we see that euro has been coming down, you can see that euro has been going down here, right? It's been
Yeah.
going down. Despite the fact that it's been going down, all we're looking for is an opportunity for this to continue higher to create a new all-time
I.
high.
I.
Now, if this was an asset that I want to invest in, while Euro US dollar is coming down here, I'm looking for an extreme discount zone and I'll just keep accumulating and keep buying euro for long-term holding.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you if this was a stock, if this was a stock now, let's say it was Tesla, for an
Yeah.
example, or
Yeah.
Amazon coming down here, I'll be buying this consistently. I'll literally be buying it every day or every week or every month. And I wouldn't really care that the price is even still coming down. In fact, if it's coming lower, I'll be happy. And I'll be buying more and more because I know that long term, this is going to
It will
rally.
go up. Yeah. Maybe
And
another
when,
20 years.
exactly. And when it starts rallying, you will now realize that those $10, $20, $50, $100, or £100. I don't know why I keep saying dollars, but it's pounds. So
Mm.
those £20, £50, £30 that you've been accumulating and putting into that asset, when it starts rallying and does a 10, 20x, you realize that every single 10 to 20 and £50 that you've put in has 10x and 20x. If you now do the maths, let's say you've put in a total of £1,000.
Yeah.
Do the maths times 20. That's £20,000. That is literally what they pay people for a whole year of work.
Yeah.
And you now have it in block. In fact, you can literally take the money and go to Nigeria and buy a land and build a house
Yeah. Yeah.
because that's 40 million. It will buy and build you a house in Nigeria, even if it's a small bungalow for you and your family.
Yeah.
And you didn't break a sweat. All you did was take miscellaneous money that wasn't gonna do any much, make any difference in your life. You were gonna spend it anyway,
Anyway, yeah.
but now you're putting it into something to generate more income for you. This is why, because I've read a lot of books about long-term investing, and one thing I've realized is while I was doing research about the richest people in the world, I realized that some of the richest people in the world, they are not even the biggest hustlers. They're just long-term investors. They look at value. They look at value and they look at long-term. They look at an asset and they're like, in the next 10, 20 years, where would this asset be? And they start accumulating that asset if they think this is a store of value. They start accumulating. Take, for instance, I believe you know about Bitcoin. You've heard about Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Take, for instance, for Bitcoin, someone who was consistently investing £10 every single month from 2011 in Bitcoin, every single month you're putting £10. By now, you'll be a mortal. Like
Million.
when I say multi-millionaire, I mean you'll have a minimum of 50 million.
Yeah.
Minimum. In 2011, £10 will literally buy you around, it will buy you around 100 Bitcoin. £10. And 100 Bitcoin at all time high is what's 10 million.
Not 10 million.
And that's just 1 month's £10.
Yeah.
Imagine if you've done it for like, for the past,
1 year.
but you did it just 1 year, but this is just you invested in undervalued assets. Bitcoin, for an example. So in this mentorship, I'll teach you how to find these undervalued assets, even though it's not part of what you paid for, but you're here now. So I'll teach you about that as well because I teach everyone in my mentorship. The goal is not just for you to learn how to trade. The goal is for you to learn how to trade, invest, and manage your funds and become independent. That is the entire goal of this program. So now you have an understanding of market structure. You understand what I mean now when I say the
Yeah.
market structure is bullish.
Mm. Yeah.
Now,